Alright, so I'm back. I'm doing better. But I want to talk about one or two fundamental things today. In particular, I want to talk very simply about the concept of why we have three branches of government and why they remain separate, and very simply, what their jobs are. Okay, so for anyone who hasn't had a chance to refresh themselves on a civics course, basically, we have three branches of government. We have the judicial, the executive, and the legislator, right? Legislator being Congress. So those are the three branches. That's what we all agree on, so let's start working from that. Something else we can all agree on is we all want to consider the Founding Fathers and their vision for this country when we go ahead and interpret that. So, let's take a look at the Federalist Papers. The Federalist Papers explicitly lay out reasons for the separation of powers here. And while there's a lot of reasons for them, and I could go ahead and I could spit rhetoric at you, and I could spit discussion and debate and arguments at you, I'd rather just teach you. And so, the fundamental roles of them go as follows, and they all involve the law. But when it comes to the law, they each have a specific job. The legislator, obviously, makes the law. They have a lot of rules about how they can make it. For example, all tax laws are supposed to come from the House, because the House has closer representation to the people and has to respond to them quicker. Therefore, if they try to pass a tax law that is particularly egregious, they're more likely to be voted out of office and held accountable. The administrative branch's job is to enforce those laws. Now, what that looks like can differ, and we'll get to that in a minute as to how we settle those debates. But the administrative branch's whole job is to read the law, interpret it, enforce it, and to manage foreign relations. Those are the explicit roles that are laid out in the Constitution. And then finally, we have the judicial branch, the contentious option right now. But the thing is, they are doing their job right now. Their job is that whenever there is a disagreement between the legislator and the president, they are supposed to step in. And the thing is, there is a process to fix this. It's called making new law. But the trick is, if they can't pass it, then that shows that the judicial branch is probably protecting the will of the people well enough that they should be able to stay in their positions. Because this is the will of everyone in the country. We can't just make these decisions based on 50% of us.